Hey guys, welcome back to Niche, a genetic survival game. We are here in 0.4.0 with this new pack, and this is only a second episode of this new pack, and already we're on Island 2 and it's a mountain, and I've no idea what to expect. I didn't look up anything. I'm hoping to take it all as we go, and I done some renaming. So we have Vera down here, we have Jada or Jada, and we have Shadow. Oh, also I didn't realise he has 1 day left, so I'm actually gonna have him mate with Vera and Jada. So the fact that we have more immunities coming down, because then I'm sure we're going to then find another member somewhere on this island that we can then breed to, who'd hopefully have new immunities who can then add on and keep it a fairly small group as we move along, not having it too big. So you're gonna breed and move along and then breed there. So that's your last turn. Your last turn was spent breeding, but that's not a problem. Hopefully, although it's not overly big deal, we could then get rid of the melanism, just so we don't have a problem where all become black, just all black, so we can keep some variety in the pack when it comes to colour wise, at least. So you can come up here towards that. Okay, so if we can make enough moves, maybe we can get the stag mole to make a almost complete turn. Just about. So then if we move just one, that's then enough. Move there, strike, and we got ourselves some food. I do love having the hearing and smelling. I think it's a really good detail they've added in. And let's just move along. Yes, so of course Shadow passed away. So we shall see what cubs he brings. We may have to do it soon, but let's just get Eve up here, so she's on rabbit hatch duty. So you can both, you can't build a nest there, so we can move you here and have that turn done. Oh, and Adam passed away as well. That's unfortunate, because of course he did have the fight with the carnivore, so it did cut his life short, but it's really unfortunate. And oh, okay, I kind of forgot Jada was actually one of Shadow's children, as it was, because little Rihanna, who actually luckily has the exact same immunities as her mother, does of course have melanism, which means she's all black. She has the blue eyes that her father sort of had. He had them, but he didn't have them visually. but she seems to be very good, very fine, very healthy, fertile. Not a single problem with her, other than, of course, the melanism. So let's do that. You can hop up and strike there. We can then have you come down, strike there, and you can pick that up. You seem to be perfectly fine, so I want to do a bit more exploring, and we can pick from that. Oh, so she's cold, which means that's an issue I didn't foresee, but let's see how many we get from that. We got some twigs instead, so that's going to be quite interesting. So let's end. Eve may pass. No? Yes? From the cold of all things. Oh, so that's a problem. Frozen. One of your animals is freezing. Warm it up with another animal to save its life. So unfortunately, I didn't know that because we haven't had a cold problem before. But let's then get rid of that. So this may be then a tough island. If we keep along there, we can stay in that area for a time before we hobble down to move to the next island. But I want to see what that is first of all. So we don't actually have any males left, which means hopefully we find a male, or Vera's child's male. So let's crop that and then lay. So then you can stay right there, little fellow, and we can just end that here. And unfortunately not male, but let's just see. So we're starting to get the violet eyes in everyone, so everyone has the violet eyes. We've also got this brown colour coming along. Vera's very brown, she's dark brown, but we've got orange brown, and this is now quite a dark, because it's a mix of black and red. Okay, so we do then have melanism. We then have B. Okay, so now everyone except Vera now has this B and H genes, so we really need a new male to come in with neither of those traits. Misi is short-sighted, but that's not a problem. Okay, what do we have on our... So we do have ram horn, so it's a little unfortunate that that then hasn't come through. But we can actually get rid of ram horns for the clawsing. We have unlocked that. So then hopefully that could be a part of this little group. She's rather slow, so that could prove to be a small problem. And then I'm going to end this turn, and what on earth? A balance bear. So I'm assuming that's like a polar bear, and fishing strength. Oh god, we can't be dealing with this already. So let's get the children. Oh, infected by leech. Oh, that's not good. So then let's get some of that, then move on down here. So what do we have? Has a parasite. So let's move you down, and then you can remove it, and then you can march on ahead. But we need to get away from that balance bear, just on the off case, the fact that it is dangerous, which it probably will be. So you can go there and up there, so we can scout ahead. Yes, it's coming up red, and it's really close actually, which is a bit of a problem. And oh, we have one of the birds as well, so again a problem. So then you can come along down here, and we have a nest, but we can move you up here. Is then going to this worth skipping out a chance? Because again, I don't want to just rush to the next island, but if this is really going to be... Oh, and we have a carnivore, and we have that bear, so we have no berry bushes. So I am... So you got 2, 2, 2. Okay, so we are therefore gonna go... We're gonna do a run for it. So we're gonna run all the way down here. Gonna move you there. So again, seeing some of these are getting very old themselves, it's a bit unfortunate. So cold weather, and we're not adapted. These guys haven't really evolved for this kind of weather, so let's just go on and travel and hope that the third island's better. I really hate moving on from the islands really quickly, but I know that if we had faced them, it's sort of like with the ape in the last one. If I'd stayed around and just ran around in circles, I wouldn't have had the time to really evaluate how the tribe's coming, like really like get them settled, start thinking about collecting food, collecting stuff, who's going to be the next generation, because it'd really be worried about when to have the child, because we'd always be running. So we have, again, third island's really big, so we have what looks like a jungle or a swamp over here, more of the bones, we have flowers, and we have, where are these guys? So we have the savannah area here, we have a swamp area here, of course we have plenty of rivers, small little savannah area there, but most of it seems grassland, some swamp bits here. Okay, so okay, there's a berry bush there, so I really want to get these guys there. Not that we're low on food, but we need to start. Okay, so we got a little one there who could he may be our salvation. So, yes, it's a little guy. So, who's the youngest? That would be Rihanna. Hopefully she, or Missy, hopefully they will live long enough to breed with Nuktakir. He seems to be fine. Swimming, strength 3, digging 4, fishing 4, sorry. Has antlers and recessive, medium ears, derp snout and big nose, medium body and big body, digger paw and claw. So the claw is something we actually want. Hind web, he is partly blind, but that's not a problem. He does have melanism and he does have partial melanism, partial albinism. So Rihanna's may not be the best person for this, but it's not then a problem. H and B. That's then a massive problem because he has exactly the same genes as everyone else. So that's a really, really bad thing. But maybe the only thing we can have is a really ill pack as opposed to no pack at all. So we are gonna do it. We're gonna group this guy in, and hopefully we find another male soon enough. So let's just get you sorted, move along. Right. So, immune to sickness H. So everyone has the H immunity that is obviously needed for this area. I'm assuming that's what it means, but not positive. So you can come up and collect that, so you can focus on doing that, and then the other guys can focus on establishing this little bit here, and Rihanna can be our mover, which isn't probably the best thing because she is of course short-sighted. So it's just okay, and Vera's now passed, so it's starting to get to the last shakes of our tribe. So come on, let me click on you. So if we just keep moving, then hopefully we're able to get exactly what we need. But of course, we don't know. Seeing there's only 4 of us, that should be plenty of food for the time being. And hope we come across something else. I'm always always paying attention. We do have a fish there, clown koi, as a mixture between a koi and a clown fish, but we actually have food there that gave us 5. Okay, that's really good actually. So let's then, okay, so we're blocked there, so we can move down here. So we have a rabbit there and no berry bushes. So you can't go fast, so I'm going to move you down. You can come along, down, and then up there. You can jump there and... Okay. What? Warmed up, okay. So, everyone has the B and H, if I remember correctly. Yes, everyone has B and H. So, it's just gonna have to be a thing of dealing with what we got. So let's get that, seeing the opportunity came. Right, so let's open our ears, smell, no, nothing. So then Rihanna, I'm gonna really try not to mate with. Might see how this one then goes. It's raining. The baby is fine actually. So Mamiko seems to be lucky. Green eyes, stripes, no blindness, nimble fingers, paw, short snout with long recessive. Okay. So this seems to be rather interesting. Seeing we don't have that, we're going to put that back and do ram horns, because antlers is really recessive, because it goes no horns, ram horns, antlers. I think that's how it goes, which means doing antlers would be really difficult. And I don't actually think anyone... Yes, so Jada has ram horn recessively. And how long has she got to live? She's got 4 days. So I might move her up here, there, and then have her breed with a male here. So much has happened in this, but I am actually gonna end this part here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any feedback or comments, leave it in the comment section down below. If you like this series or want to check out any of the other series I have and follow them, click the subscribe button, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.